So my friends, we are on the third part of this tutorial on how to create a simple key value database using properties in Java. Let me continue a little bit about this optional here. In Java 9 there is an extra method that you can call right here. So if present do this, or if it is null do something other. Though in Java 8 that doesn't exist, so I have shown you how to do that with if. It is very ugly with if. I don't like it, so I am waiting Java 9 to be released, really. So let's check now the PropertiesDB, how I have written it. So the PropertiesDB is just a class that it is using Java properties. Now, Java properties is a class that it is using a hash table. It is baked by hash table, and the hash table is something like let's open it like a map. Imagine it something. Yes, you see it implements map interface. So the map interface, what it does is you give to it a key, and the key has a value. You say for key dog and the name of dog. You say for key the town that you live, and no, you say yes, you say as a key town that I live, and it has for value Athens, where I live. So this is the properties, how it works. So I'm right here in the class, and when we are creating the constructor, we are giving the absolute path of the file that it will store the properties. I have shown you how to get the absolute path of your project, because if you go and export your project to an Excel or jar file, you want to know where the current folder is, because in that current folder you may have the settings.properties. You understand what I want to say? So you want the absolute path of this file. How you will get that absolute path? Go watch that tutorial I have made named how to get the parent folder of your Java application. Alright? And come back again. So this is the absolute path of where the properties is stored. You can see that. And the second variable is a variable I use in case I want to lock updates. So if I use this variable, I will lock updates. So if you go and try to update a property, it will just return. Why I have made this? Well, I have my purpose, because in the JavaFX application I had many listeners, and when they were changed, they were updating the database. What I want to say with that, it is a mechanism that I wanted. Alright, I wanted to log the updates. You can use it or you can leave it. So let's see right here in the update property what it is doing. It is opening the file, and it is loading the properties and writing inside that file. If a key already exists, let me check, then it is just updating it. So if you had the key town and it had the value Athens, and you go update property town, and you give us a value some other town, okay, a name of other town, OMG, I lagged. OMG, I lagged. Say a name for another town. Alright? So, Sofia from the Bulgaria. Alright, it will just update it. it will delete the previous value and it will pass the new value, which is Sofia. So it will delete Athens and it will pass Sofia. So here in the delete property, you just delete that property from the file, as we have seen. So for example, if you go delete property wife, it will delete it. All right. And here it is a method named load properties. When you create the PropertiesDB, you want to load the properties, well, because properties existed from before, so you want to load them and have them ready to retrieve from them. You may say to me, why you have not added this method on the constructor? Because it is reading a file, so I don't want to have this method inside the main thread of my application. I can use this method in another thread so it doesn't lag my main thread of the application. If for example I have an application with user interface and I'm calling methods like this that are reading files, maybe the user interface becomes unresponsive. So that's why I have it as a separate method, and I'm calling it after I have created the database class. So that's pretty much what you have here. You can change also the path of your database and unlock the update. So that's it. It is very simple, and I have created this just for saving the settings of my applications. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, bros, and I see you all very soon with something other, obviously.